everyone, and welcome to Bard Shots. I am Luke, your humble bard and storyteller. Tonight, we are stepping into Vampire the Masquerade, a game of personal horror, political intrigue, and the struggle to hold on to what little humanity remains. Joining me are some lovely people. We have Jess, G, Tay, Green, and Gloria.
You all wave, so it's just no different.
Absolutely, please. So, as always, we will guide you through the mechanics as we play. Most of us are playing or running the game for the very first time, so bear with us as we all figure out what we're doing too. But at its core, Vampire the Masquerade uses a dice pool system. When a character attempts to do something risky or significant, they roll a number of d10s based on their attributes and skills. Some of those dice may be replaced with hunger die. Just a reminder that the beast is never that far away. But if you're all ready, my lovely players, let's see what kind of monsters we become tonight then. So, we open on a city under a waning gibbous moon. This city never truly sleeps, only changes hands. Skyscrapers stretch into the night sky, their windows glowing like constellations trapped behind glass. Rain is falling in steady sheets, turning neon lights into blurred rivers of colour across the slick streets. Down below, the city moves. Taxis are cutting through puddles, late-night workers drift between doorways, and laughter is spilling out of the various bars and clubs. Too loud, too alive, unaware of the monsters that share the streets. This is truly a city of whispers, of deals made in shadow, of hunger held just barely beneath the surface. And tonight, something stirs. Before we meet our characters, I need everyone to make me a rouse check. So if you roll 1d10, if you roll a 5 or below, or you get a blank on your vampire die, let me know.
I failed.
Okay. Okay.
I think I've also failed.
Okay.
I succeeded.
Nice.
I succeeded, but the website doesn't tell me what number I got.
That's fair enough. I think it's probably because it's rolling vamp dice, so it will just give you the symbols instead. Okay, those that succeeded, you are fine. You wake up as per normal. My two people that failed, you take 1 hunger. So when you're rolling checks in future, you replace one of your die with a hunger die.
Okay.
But
Click. I have 1 hunger. Okay.
yes. But let's meet the lovely people that are waking in this night. Why don't we start with Charlena? Can you describe your character for me, please, and what they're doing in this moment as night begins in the city?
Charlena is probably catching up on some late emails, anything here on the computer. She's typing it up with her nails that are short enough to type in but long enough to also be like slay, and she is doing her bad bitch business thing, looking at the different editors, copywriters, publishers that she kind of handles under the umbrella of her publishing company that she helps operate. It's probably fairly tired being up so early for her, but she is still trying to get a slow start to her night. Probably waiting for her assistant to bring her a cup of coffee.
Cool. What does your assistant look like, and what is their name?
He looks like Keanu Reeves if he got a Goodwill business suit because he can't afford anything else as a college student.
Valid.
And is right before they discovered him for Bill and Ted.
Perfect analogy. Yeah, absolutely. Your Keanu Reeves-esque assistant walks in very tentatively holding a cup of coffee. It's probably shaking just a little bit. I think he's still probably getting used to you and your status and bringing it over and just like, there you go. Anything else I can get
Thank
you?
Yeah, give me a hand.
Yeah, sure.
And she'll have like a hairpin
Mm-hmm.
in the back there and just like prick his finger
Mm-hmm.
and use it to like squeeze a little bit of blood into the coffee, and then the same hairpin that she uses, she'll use it to stir the coffee, and then lick it, put it down, and start drinking. That's it.
Very well. I'll just be outside if you need me. And he turns and walks very quickly. As you drink your blood-filled coffee, some of that hunger wanes a little bit, but not completely. And you return to your work and your emails. Very quickly after, you get an urgent email from your Primogen. You know in a couple of nights' time that there is a big gathering of the city's kindred at Elysium. There's been a little bit of contact back and forth, just confirming who's coming and who isn't. However, this is probably a little bit odd. You're used to probably talking to each other through assistants as opposed to directly, whereas this is a direct email from your Primogen, who just says, Kingvale Hotel in an hour.
Okay. She has no reason to question this coming from such high up, so she kind of just sighs like, this is not what I wanted to do with my day, but if I gotta do it, I gotta do it. So she sees that it's in an hour. About how far away is this place?
It's probably not far from where you are, actually. It's inventory territory, so probably about a 10-minute walk or so, 5 minutes in a taxi.
Okay, then she'll finish up whatever she's doing first before she gets her assistant. Let's call him Dimitri. To order a ride share for her.
Absolutely, yes.
But of course, it's one of those private ones.
Yeah.
She's not gonna.
Uber black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Dimitri orders it, puts the temperature to just how you like it, tells the driver not to speak to you, and orders it ready for when you want to leave. We will pause on you for a moment as you start to make your way over after some time. Let's move over to James. James, tell us a little bit about your character and what they're doing in this moment.
Yeah, James has just woken up, and in her haven, I think she's got this like big, beautiful, like 4-poster bed. She wakes in it. It wasn't always her haven, but she took over after her sire was disposed of. And she wakes and is like, pads over to her walk-in closet, and I think just like gets ready for work.
Sure. Yeah, you start getting ready for work. I'll say probably midway through you getting ready, you're feeling those little pangs of hunger. You know, you don't need to feed immediately, but it wouldn't be a bad idea at some point soon to get a little bit of blood. But a text goes off on your phone. Do you read it?
I do.
Good, because otherwise that would not get you here.
I'm like, no, I'm just gonna ignore
I'm just
it.
gonna ignore it and go to work. Valid. We'll split the party. But you read, it is from your Primogen. Very similar message to, not that you know that, but one other person here has just received. Kingvale Hotel, an hour.
James rolls her eyes and is like, well, there goes my evening. Goes back into her closet, starts to change to go to Elysium, because that's a very different energy than what she would be wearing to work.
Nice. We'll pause on you. Let's go to Marina. Tell us a little bit about your character and where we find you.
Yeah, so Marina is I think she's been awake maybe for an hour or so. So she's kind of all ready, and she's been making the most of it being quiet, and she's just been buried in a book. She has got kind of, her hair's all like big and messy with like a hair tie, and she's got these big glasses, and she's kind of just like draped herself over a chair in her apartment, and she's kind of got a pencil tapping, underlining things in a book, and kind of scribbling notes in the margins and whatnot, and kind of very much waiting for Sabine downstairs to close up the craft shop before she can go about her night.
Yeah, you get a little bit lost in your editing and your proofreading and your work for a time, and for a moment you don't even hear the knock on your door before the familiar visage of Sabine enters the room. What does Sabine look like?
Sabine is a kind of older woman. She kind of looks like what every stereotypical like homely grandma would look like, and she's always been a crafter. Her craft of choice is as kind of needlecraft, so sewing and embroidery and all that sort of stuff, similar to Marina. And she's kind of got this lovely apron that she probably sewed herself on, and she's got her hair kind of pinned back, but it's a bit messy because she's done a day of work. But yeah, she's like what every kind of crafty grandma. She definitely has the biscuit tin that's not a biscuit tin, it's got like craft stuff in it instead. Yeah.
Absolutely valid. Sabine enters, her hair just a little bit wild. However, apron is near pristine, as one of her most prestigious items of clothing, as she sort of just dusts her hand across it. Goes, it's all ready for you downstairs if you want it now.
Oh, thank you, Sabine.
Okay.
Sorry, I got so lost in my book. It's coming along, but not to the one where not as well as I wanted it to. But did you have a good day at the shop today?
It was busier than normal, so there was a couple more people than normal, which is really good. But you're being too hard on yourself. I'm sure it's perfect, and all of those people they basically worship you. I'm sure they'll eat up your book.
Well, yes, I hope so. Oh, that reminds me. Am I okay to grab some more needles and threads and maybe some ribbons? I can obviously reimburse. I can put the money in the till, but
yes,
is that okay?
Of course. Just take what you want. Don't worry. You end up bringing more business to me than normal, so it's okay.
Oh well. Have a lovely night, Sabine.
You too. She goes off to her little area, sort of apartment upstairs. Settles in for her little night. But yeah, the store is all yours. As you start to set up, I'm assuming, you get a text message. Very much the same.
I read it.
Thank you. Thank God. No. Maybe I should just have asking. Someone shouts at you across the room now, which says King Bell Hotel, 1 hour from your Primogen.
Oh. Right. Well, and I think she's going to quickly go into her WhatsApp group, and she's going to text book club to rearrange and let them know that they can't come tonight, that she's got last minute plans and that she's very, very sorry. But she tries not to cancel book club too often, but she's not feeling too hungry today, so she can go another day without book club, I think.
Absolutely valid. Yeah, your phone probably goes crazy for a moment to the point that you have to mute the group chat. As various people are just messaging back going like, oh, I'm so sorry, I was really looking forward to it. There's a couple of people that put sort of little eye-based emojis going, thinking you might have some kind of meeting around the new book, and there's lots of chat that then descends in that, which is probably the point where you're like, I just need to switch off from this.
Yeah. How far away from the craft shop is the hotel?
I'd say for you probably about sort of 20 minutes or so. It's the other side of town from where you are, but yeah.
I think I will put on a kind of almost like a Red Riding Hood style cloak that I've definitely sewed myself, and hood up, and I will just start walking. Get some fresh air.
Yeah, you start making your way. Let's move over to Dora. Dora, why don't you tell us a little bit about your character and where we find them at this moment?
Dora wakes up in her apartment. She's been around for a while, so I imagine that she's stolen enough things that she has somewhere that she's paid for herself. She has dark hair and dark eyes, and she's tall but quite shapely, and she has sort of a warm skin that's turned sallow over time. She gets up and there's been a party at her place the night before. Everything is kind of in a disarray. A lot of things are there posed for appearances, like fruit bowls and stuff, but if you look too closely, they are slightly rotting. She has beautiful artwork on the walls, a record player. She's got a lot of old-timey things that she's lent into, but she's quite a technophobe, so while she probably does own a cell phone, it'll be like a what's even a Nokia, like a brick. She barely knows how to use it, and she like has sometimes tried to play Snake on it, but otherwise does not know. But she will get up and stretch, putting a silk dressing robe over herself before taking it off and running a nice warm bath.
Nice. As you start to run your bath and probably look around your apartment a little bit, looking at some of the mess that's around and just probably starting to tidy up just a little bit, you notice a notice slid under your door.
Okay. She probably sniffs at the air, and then we'll
Sure.
over, not knowing if it's human or another vampire.
Okay, without a roll, I will give you get the sense of a fellow kindred that has just not long left. As you move over, it is a fine cardstock. It has the symbol of your clan. You would assume probably from your primogen.
Okay, before picking it up, she leans down and says, "Coward, too cowardice to knock." And we'll grab it and open it up.
Yes, as you open it up, you take out the piece of parchment within, inviting you to the Kingvale Hotel. You're required in an hour.
And what would be the distance from where I am?
From where you are, probably sort of about 10 minutes. It wouldn't take that long. Okay.
She would choose to walk because she does not get into cars. She's like quite afraid of them, so she will walk.
Good to know. Okay. We'll pause on you. Last but by no means least, Violet, would you describe your character and tell us where we find you this fine evening?
Yes. Violet is a, let's just say she looks like me. She's fat and she's also got tanned skin, or olive skin, I should say. She is in a dingy community center. It's full of people who are there to meet the Lady Countess Duchess for the weekly meeting at the Genuine Vampire Society. We see her on like a fold-out chair, and it's sort of like if she moves slightly, it'll like make a creaky noise. It's about to fall. But she's also just sort of playing along with all of these people who are human, acting as if, yes, this is a very real vampire situation. So she'll just like call out to everyone and say, because today they are choosing their somewhat employee of the week sort of situation where it's the best member of the week. And this is how she gets her blood. So she'll just say, yes, come everyone, let me show you what being immortal truly means. And she'll like wait until a few people are gathered in front of her, and she'll just look at each and every one of them. And I think she like points to a somewhat lanky person who I think is I'm sorry, Luke, who's on their knees, and is just very eager, and she says, yes, you come to me.
Yes, you look over a crowd of people, probably dressed a little bit like we all are, not to call us out, but with some fake fangs in and all sorts. And yes, you see this lanky male, female, non-binary. Any preference you think lady would have in this moment? Let's say male for the sake of it. On his knees in front of you, just kind of holding out both of his wrists, going, "Yes, my lady, please."
If you call upon Lady Countess Duchess, none of them ever call her Violet.
No.
She will answer. And she does this in front of everyone. She's new to being fairly new to being a vampire, and just really has no worries whatsoever. And she gently takes their arm in her hands, and she pulls out her fangs. Everyone thinks it's a prop, and she bites. And she like pulls her head back blissfully and says, "You are my chosen one for this week." And I honestly feel like saying this week means so much to them. And it just sort of brings everyone coming back because they want to be chosen by this woman. I don't know why, but they do. And that's sort of what she's up to this evening.
Absolutely, yes. This guy completely infatuated in this moment. Will do whatever you want. As the rest of the crowd look a little bit disappointed before they themselves, with their prop fangs, try to very poorly kind of drink from each other too, thinking that they're all in this weird movement together. But unfortunately, because of their fangs are made of just plastic, though it will scratch, it's not going to do anything properly. You probably get a few questions around where you get yours from. Maybe a couple of people that have tried to file theirs into the shape.
If you file them correctly, you'll eventually figure out how.
Frantically taking down notes. Yes, okay. As it's coming to the end of your gathering, you get a text message on your phone.
Well, I had nothing better to do this evening.
Absolutely. Yes, there's probably been a few missed calls from various high-up vampires for you, maybe not knowing completely how the world works too much yet, but as you see the Primogen's name, you know at least not to ignore that one. But yeah, you are probably only about 15-20 minutes away. It doesn't take very long to get over there. But you all individually make your way over to the King's Vale Hotel. With no prompting, thankfully. So as you get there, it is the very imposing building. It's the pinnacle in the center, made of glass and steel. It's deep with inventory territory in this city, and has a gold etched sign that beckons you all inside as you all individually get there. As you get into the foyer and see 4 other people to each of you that are there, you find the lobby completely and utterly empty, save for one person. There is a security guard sat behind a desk, seemingly like they're just working on their computer. They notice you all arrive, but they just go back to work. Just past from where they are is a set of mirrored elevators that sport floor indicators atop them in that very sort of 1920s Art Deco style. But yeah, you all appear together in the lobby.
James, you didn't come last night. I gave you an invitation.
I know, I'm sorry. Work got kind of crazy, and I needed to make it home for sunup, so.
Well, hopefully you'll be at the next one.
I always appreciate the invitation.
There was a lot of tasty people there last night.
I can only imagine.
Next time you won't have to.
Now, how do we get invitations to such grand parties?
Contessa, next time I will invite you.
Please call me Violet. The only ones that call me that are the ones that live less than we do. So please call me Violet.
Violet, I will write that down. And she takes out a little small leather bound and notebook.
I'm assuming we all came here for the same reason. We got called upon.
Everyone else get the text.
No, not me. A letter.
I will also take notes that Dora only likes letters.
It's a proper invitation. When I give it to you, it will be in writing, not over a phone. Don't like to use them.
Should I break mine?
What? What?
I'll break my phone if it makes you more comfortable.
No, no need.
Say the word.
think
Say the word.
Serena hears that and she's like, "This is a woman with money."
I'm gonna walk up to the security guard.
Yeah, sure. You okay?
Do you have any idea why we were summoned here?
No. I was just told that for those women that turned up to point you to the elevators, your expected penthouse.
Thank you.
That is more like it.
I will like sort of gesture towards the elevators so that the rest of the girls go.
Thank you. And I think Charlena looks at Marina and is like, "By the way, big fan. I've been trying to get in contact with you."
Oh, and she'll kind of pull the hood down at this point. I'm honored. Thank you.
We'll talk business later.
What was your name? Oh,
Charlene.
yeah. Lovely to meet you. And there's like a little curtsy of she's been around for a while as well, and she's still kind of learning the 21st century greetings. I think she falls into that kind of natural kind of curtsy to thank you, and then it's oh no, panicking.
As you're doing that, Violet just locks arms with you and says, "I think this might be a very good deal. Did you get any of the latest offerings in the last week?"
Yes, they're very, very enthusiastic. I've had to put my phone on silent because they won't stop talking in the book club group chat. So I've had to keep them sweet after cancelling today by telling them that I'll show them a little excerpt of the new book. Not that I'm getting anywhere with it, but thank you, Violet.
Well, if they, just a warning, if they come at you with very sharp teeth, that is not my fault. And she just leads them into the elevator or lift. What are we saying?
Before I follow them, I'm still standing in front of the security guard.
Sure.
I want. What does this man know? Fuck it. I want to activate awe.
Okay, yeah,
and
sure, yeah.
which, presumably, if he's a human, I think it just works.
Yes, he is indeed a human.
Rad. And I'm just gonna say. Oh, by the way, I'm a bit peckish. I didn't get a chance to eat before I left the house. Do you mind?
Okie dokie. I will need a. Does it just happen? No. Give me I guess manipulation and presence check if you're using awe, right?
I am, and I will. Free manipulation. Where is my presence? What is my presence?
It's on your ability bit, so where your awe is, just above it, there should be some dots next to presence that dictates how many. You've got one hunger, obviously, so...
One hunger, 1, 2, 3. I think I have 2, because I think we always have 1, right? Unless we kill someone.
Yeah.
Okay. So 2, and then total 5. Cool. Okay. 2 successes.
2 successes, exactly what you needed. The guard almost practiced, like this has happened to them thousands of times, and as they extend their arm, you can see where bite marks have been made too many times. Just extends their arm to you without saying a word.
I will take it. Thank you, darling. And
You're welcome.
bite.
Yeah.
I only take one. Just
Sure.
just knock the edge off.
Yeah, knock the edge off. Absolutely. Please do. Okay.
And then I'll follow them into the elevator.
Sweet. Okay, there's a few moments as you're being, as you go up to the penthouse. As you get up there, the elevator doors open, and you see this luxury hotel's top room. Walking inside, you're greeted by a beautiful full 6-burner stove kitchen with marble countertops. You can see a lavish living room with a Persian rug and fireplace, and down the hall, if you have a quick glance, lies a plush bed with adorning canopy, all seemingly untouched. Across from the entrance, you see the seneschal, Thadia Fletcher. She is a tall woman, brunette, has got very sharp features. Anyone that's Tremere knows her as being from that clan originally. She is known, and particularly those of you that are Tremere would know her very well, for being always in designer clothes, always pristine. Her clothes at this moment look somewhat dishevelled. As you all enter, she turns to you, slight look of concern on her face, not at you, but just in general. She greets you all, just says, please, come in, won't you?
I immediately sit down on a nice couch.
It is plush, you almost like sink into it.
I appreciate the hospitality. And she walks in and gets herself comfortable on the couch as well.
Stops there.
Dora just slides next to Marina and says, "How the upper half live, huh?" And then we'll a nice chair to sit down.
Just daintily sit on the edge of a sofa, just way out of her depth here.
James is gonna perch on the arm of the couch.
Sure. Yeah, sure. She sits down opposite where the couch is, so you're all sort of sat on this, and she sits down just opposite in an armchair. Clicks her fingers, an assistant comes round with cups of blood. Anyone who drinks can reduce their hunger by 1.
Where's this blood source from? Where's this blood source from?
Oh, just some humans nearby.
I see. Don't think me rude. I just have a particular diet.
You do not have to partake if you do not wish.
As do I, and I will push mine back as well.
I just ate. So.
More for the rest of you.
I down mine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die, but I'm downing mine.
You're not gonna die. It's not poison.
Imagine.
It would be quite funny. I've killed you all in the first 5 minutes of the show. No.
And the show is over.
Yeah.
You just can only drink from people who look like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's her clan name. I forgot.
Wait, can we say that the person that I bit from also looked like Keanu Reeves, and then I could just point them to you at some point? That's just
sure.
something I want for
Sure.
later.
Yeah,
For
100%.
later, yeah.
100%. I don't know if they're going to come up later, but they probably will now. So yeah, you can absolutely have that person look like Keanu Reeves. Break my game. No, Thaddeus sits opposite you, turning her nose up slightly at those that are just refusing the hospitality, but looking quite kindly upon Violet for just downing the drink out of respect. I will cut to the chase, because we all have busy lives, or afterlives, I suppose. The prince who we desperately need for our gathering in a few nights is gone missing. It has been a couple of weeks. I've been doing my duty in his place, but we need him back. It is beginning to get suspicious, and I fear a vacuum of power leads to issues in this city, normally. I think he is likely in his haven outside of the city. I would go myself, but I'm needed here on business, and honestly, if it's seen that I'm meddling in where he is, it may come out that he's missing. You were all chosen by your primogens for various abilities you have, or you are owing them favors for them covering up things for you. This look glances directly to you again, Violet, at that. I wouldn't ask normally. I'm not in the habit of owing people favors, but we would owe you a great debt if you can go and find the prince and bring him back.
How great.
Well, it's something a little bit more interesting than my usual foray, so I'd be more than happy to.
Has he been in any recent trouble?
Not that I know of. He, as you may know, is from the Malkavian clan, though normally he doesn't quite fall into the same madness that most of his kin do. It's strange. Occasionally he does squirrel himself away in his haven every so often in the month, but normally he's back by now, and he has not been. So I don't know exactly what's happened or exactly what trouble he may have gotten himself into, if he has. But starting there is a good point.
Would we be aware of any reputation that this prince has?
Ooh. Make me a intelligence. I'm going to say intelligence and politics. I'll say anyone that wants to can. Green, you're muted if you're speaking.
I'm mostly talking to myself about this dice rolling thing.
So
My one hunger means I replace
one die with a hunger die.
It looks like it did that for me already.
Ah, wicked. Good old Demi.
It looks like I got 2 successes.
Okay.
I got 1 success with a star, but then my hunger die is the beast.
Okay.
I got a 10, so...
Okay. 1 success. Okay. Those of you with just 1 success, pretty much what Thadia has said is what you know. From the Malkavian clan, they have a reputation of being fairly easily descending into madness. Though this prince has never really demonstrated that, and actually appears mostly normal compared to the other kindred. Charlena, I'd say you have heard through the grapevine. The prince does have a little bit of an obsession with the moon. He brings it up in conversation quite a lot. You're not necessarily sure why, but just a common thing that's spoken about around him, and most people know to get on his side, you just start feeding into that subject, and he will soon take over.
Yeah. He might have just gotten stuck in a little bit of a grandiose ploy. I've had him submit some poetry about the moon before. Be a little in his head, so... Might just be an episode.
Possibly. It may very well be, but If you can find him and get him out of this episode before the gathering, it would be most welcome. There's only so much I can do before it starts to look suspicious.
Of course.
How are we getting there?
You can borrow a car. It is just outside of the city, so you'll need to drive.
Is there another way? Like something else?
You could walk, but it will take you some time.
Right.
Do you have a preference on transportation?
I just usually choose not to go by car. I just find them fast. Too fast.
Okay, so a plane is also out of the question.
Yes, well, look, I'll go in the car, but I need a safe driver. Are we driving, or is there someone that will take us there?
We
I
can
don't drive.
We can provide you a car if you want, but you will need to drive yourselves there.
I can drive if that is all right with you.
Yes. Fine with me.
Okay. She hands you some keys to a car. Are there any other questions or anything you want to do in the penthouse before you get into your transportation? No? Okay. You take the elevator down to the garage. As you come in, there are many down here. I mean, it's a fairly swanky hotel regardless, so there's many nice cars, but there are a few with specialized plates that are for the prince. You are given the keys to a fairly nice Mercedes, probably the cheapest of the cars in this suite, but it will fit all of you in nicely. James, I will need a dexterity and drive check to see how you do on the journey.
That's so funny that I said I would drive. That's so funny that I did that. Okay. 1 success.
Okay. What I will say on one success is that it takes you a little bit longer than you'd expect to get here. She's given you the address, obviously. But you take a couple of scenic routes, get a little lost for a moment. But
I'm just driving really carefully.
Yeah, 100%.
So as not to upset.
Yeah, precious cargo.
Yeah, not to upset Dora.
I have white knuckles, like I'm holding on to like
Oh,
the
yeah.
and like front seat driving, but don't know how.
Absolutely. But it will take you probably a good half an hour out of the city to get to where the Prince Haven is. So you'll have some time just to yourselves in the car. So over to you.
what do
Violet
you
is
think-
just. Please go.
Oh, I was just gonna. So, what do you think you guys were asked to help?
I have no clue. I don't know what I'd done to deserve this, but I was just so happy to go to bed after. It's fine. But I guess this is a high honor, right?
Or
Yes, of course.
something.
What was that? Sorry. Discord cut out.
It's an honor or something.
Indeed.
I am loving the enthusiasm in the car today. And she's like answering emails while she's on her phone.
I'm just looking at Dora, who's freaking out, and I'm just like, should I help?
How would I help?
How can I help you?
Like, she'll be fine. We're not gonna be in the car forever.
She has like closed eyes, and I think she like through closed eyes and like holding on, she would just say, "So, Marina, what is it that you do? I don't think I've met you before."
Oh, well, I suppose I'm a writer. I've got a couple of books. They're not well known, although Charlena seems to like them, which is fun. But yes, I just kind of write, I suppose.
She's
What about you?
downplaying herself. She's incredible. She's one
She's
of the
quite
best
cool.
writers out there.
What kind of books?
Well, it's it's kind of a fantasy vampire series called Kindred Prince. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's if you were to read it, it may ring true of some things you may or may not know about our lives, afterlives, how we live. But you know, those that are not kindred seem to really love it. I suppose it's filling a twilight-shaped hole for them.
How old does Marina look?
She's 37. Well, yeah, she turned when she was 32. So she's, I mean, not much older than me.
Okay. Okay, well that sounds I don't know what Twilight is, but yeah, sounds great. Maybe I'll pick it up sometime.
You should. It's I mean, I've read it because it was a cult classic. It's not nearly as factual as it should be based on our lived experiences, but you may enjoy it. You may enjoy my. I mean, if you want a copy of my book, you're more than welcome to have one. I've got many. You could even join book club if you like.
Oh, well, I tend to stay by myself more often, but I would like a copy. Everyone here seems to be raving.
Of course, I'll try to remember that one. And she'll kind of give like a nervous smile to Violet, of like, I'm doing okay.
Just encouraging nods, especially while Dora's eyes are closed.
Yeah.
Okay. After some time and some conversation and Dora going through hell, you eventually arrive at the address that was given to you. As you approach, and James, you'll see this first, probably as the driver, depending who else is sitting in the front seat with you. You pull up to a wrought iron fence and gate. The gate is unlocked and hanging half ajar, exposing a brick driveway that leads up to, from this point in time, a Scottish-style manor. As you press forward, which I'm assuming you are doing, you drive up further to the manor itself. It is a brilliant half-stone facade. It has a 3-car garage, peaking roofs that spike into the sky, and a large rounded dome tower attached to the home, obviously made aftermarket. Surrounded by enough trees and enough distance between it and the public street, it has plenty of privacy for anything a vampire might want to get up to and not break the masquerade. You see a front door there, has a welcome mat, some plants around it, solid wooden door. But yeah, that's what you get so far.
Can I activate Sense the Unseen?
Sure, tell me what it does.
The senses of a vampire become attuned to dimensions beyond the mundane, allowing them to sense presences otherwise hidden from the naked eye. This can be anything from another vampire using obfuscate, to someone using auspex, to spy upon the character, to a ghost in the middle of the room.
Sure. Give me a wits and awareness check, and I will lower the difficulty based on you using your ability.
Love that. Okay. 2, and then where's my awareness? It's also 2. Okay. 3 successes.
3 successes. As you activate this kind of hyper awareness within you and you scan around, I would say you definitely get a sense of further away, probably actually behind where you have just come from, that there are 3 figures lingering around somewhere. Not coming forward, not coming in. Get the sense that they're kindred, but just keeping an eye from afar.
Okay. We're still in the car, yeah?
Yeah, you can be, yeah.
Okay. There are 3 lingering in the woods. Just like behind us. So, I don't know, be aware of that.
Has anyone met this prince before?
I've simply heard of him. I've met him in conversation through correspondence. Talked on the phone maybe once or twice, but that's been a while.
Perhaps then you should be the one to knock on the door.
I have no problem with that. Would you guys like to stay in the car, or would anyone like to go with me?
I'll go.
No, yeah, I'll come.
I don't stay in the car.
Then come on.
Okay.
And I guess as like a bit of a groupie thing, we like, I don't know, like some gang.
We like girl squad walk up to the door.
Heels clacking.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The camera cuts to you walking all up the driveway to the door, heels clacking in the distance. Go.
Marina definitely trips on her heel and like scurries to try and catch up. Like she.
That Mean Girls like slow walk thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I will, like, not actively, but sort of like in my periphery, be keeping an eye on those 3 that are.
Absolutely.
Understood.
Yeah.
So then Charlena will take the lead on the door. She'll have her bag, flip her hair, and knock on the door first.
Yeah.
For courtesy's sake.
You knock. A little bit of time passes. A little bit more time passes. Silence. No answer.
Interesting. And she'll try the door.
It appears to be locked.
Well,
If
we could either
people-
break in or...
I may be able to help if you don't mind.
Please.
And Marina's going to pull a white ribbon that has kind of been tied something up in her hair, and she kind of pulls it from
Yeah.
her hair, and then pulls out a little needle that she's kind of got just like pinned in her clothes somewhere, and she's going to prick her finger and run it along the white satin ribbon. And she's like, I don't suppose anybody has a light on them, a match or a lighter, by any chance? Oh,
Immediately.
I also
Perfect.
pull out a
I
lighter.
Everyone pulled out a lighter.
We're just like,
well,
I pull out matches.
Nice. Yeah.
oh,
Respect.
nothing against you, James. I'm just going to take Violet's because it was first. It's not because
you're fine.
Okay. And she'll take the lighter and she'll set light to it, and it still catches fire. And I'm going to cast Illuminate the Trail of Prey with my blood sorcery, which I need to roll for it.
Yeah.
But if it wins, then the ribbon will catch fire, and I'll be able to trace the prince.
Interesting. Sure. Does it give you a suggestion of what you roll for it?
It just says if the ritual rolls, so I assume I
If the
just
ritual
roll
rolls.
blood sorcery.
Yeah,
right?
do your blood sorcery then, yeah. Sounds good.
It's probably too late to say that I did actually drink from the cups in the hotel, so I'll add a hunger dice.
You can say you drank from the cup.
Thanks.
I'll be kind.
I feel like she was too polite to not drink from the cups.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid.
Okay. I got 2 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you get as you set fire to the ribbon, you get a trace leading from the door, which you haven't got through yet, but definitely behind that door is somewhere where the prince is.
Well, he's definitely inside.
Is anyone good at breaking things?
Maybe. I'm kind of strong, I think.
But I'm not.
You think?
I think I'm strong. I mean, I've got 3 points in my strength. I don't know if anyone else is better, maybe.
I'm definitely not.
I have 1
Okay.
and no brawl.
But real quick, before I try to break this door down, how many floors are there here?
Appears to be 2 main floors from what you can see. There is definitely, you have only at the front of the house. There is definitely a back garden sort of area to it. Just have to go around and have a look. What's there?
Okay. And you know what? I'll wait for this. Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if I can break the door down. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Please do me a strength plus brawl.
Oh, strength plus brawl. Okay.
Yeah.
Strength plus ooh. Okay. And it's anything over a 5?
No, it's less than that. You only need 2 successes to break it through this door.
I know, but
on a D10.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, yes, it is. Yeah.
I'll just say Charlena's keeping an eye on these people in the bushes.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sure.
3.
Not moved yet. 3 successes. Great. Okay. Yeah. Tell me what it looks like as you just break down this solid wooden door.
So she just gently nudges everyone to the side to make sure no one gets hurt, and she's got thick platform combat boots on, and she just stands and just kicks it down with 1 leg.
Boom! It hits the floor. Yeah, you are in. As the door is kicked down, you're presented with the foyer to this place. It strangely has no furniture here. Looks like it leads to 2 hallways in the back of the room. Marina, I'd say your sorcery is pulling you towards the left hallway. But as you look upon it, the floor is about 30 feet across and is decorated in 2 kind of large tiles. There are some black stone tiles and some white stone tiles, each with a circular pattern on them. They line the floor in almost a checkerboard pattern. Yeah.
Strange thing to mention.
I just wanted to give you the interior design. What's wrong with that?
My sense unseen stays active. Am I seeing anything else in this room?
Give me a wits and awareness check to see if you can see anything else.
I think they're both 2. Yes, they are. I don't know what the fang means on my hunger die. I think that's 3 successes total.
3 successes. Okay.
Because I got a critical success on my hunger die and then
Nice.
1 regular success.
Oh, great. Okay, so as you look around, nothing supernaturally out of the ordinary catches your eye. You do notice, though, just having a quick look from the doorstep, the crown molding along the top of the wall has a pattern of the moon phases. The one strange thing is that the new moon phase is missing. There's something in that, I'll say, with your wits, especially with a sort of crit success, that highlights you that maybe stepping on the black circular tiles is not the best of ideas.
Avoid the black tiles.
The place is
Why?
trapped.
Yeah, well, Malkavians are regularly paranoid.
Is this something that looks like it can be disarmed, on the other side of the room, so we can walk freely, or are we having to do hopscotch?
I'm going to say nothing obviously sticks out to you as a way to disarm it at the moment.
Does it look like, if it does have a mechanism which is to be triggered, does it look like... Can I ascertain what would happen, basically? Does it look like there's, little jets that'll shoot fire out the ceiling? Does it look like there's like a big axe waiting to swing down? Like,
Sure.
How Indiana Jones are we talking?
Yeah.
How much does
Hold
Luke love
on.
Indiana Jones? No, give me a wits and awareness check. Oh, cameras went weird.
Ooh.
Give me a wits and awareness check. Good old
That happened to me
Discord.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was scared.
I don't know what happened. Yeah.
We all came back like,
Yeah.
Just got
No.
confused.
Yeah.
Right.
when you say wits and awareness check,
Yeah.
they're separate things. So how do you do both?
So you
You
add
roll
your two stats together.
Dice roll.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So if you've got a 3 in wits and a, I don't know, 2 in, what did I get you to do? Awareness. That would be
Awareness.
5 dice that you would roll.
And
And
then
so-
one has to be your hunger die.
If you're, yeah, no, yeah, it does, yeah.
If you're, or depending on how hungry you are.
Okay. What's
So
the
4
one that's
regular
website?
die and 1 hunger die if you roll 5.
So on the website, on Demiplane, if you click the number where your stat is, so for which, just click on the whichever one it is, and then for awareness, click the number next to it, or if it might just have 2 lines next to it, click that. It will add them together for you, and then you click roll after that.
Okay.
And it
we're
should
cooking.
account for your hunger.
And the roll is in the bottom left corner.
Yeah. Sponsored by Demiplane, everyone. No, it's not.
pay us.
Yeah, please.
You know what? It's not. I don't really understand it. It's not working. I think maybe skip. Don't worry about that
Sure.
question. Yep.
Alright.
I will get physical dice out.
I have Dora's question that she said just now. I have the same one.
Roll for Dora.
Roll for Dora.
Dora vocalizes it to the group, and you look for her.
And I say, oh, interesting. 2
Looks up for
successes.
jetpacks or missiles above.
Is it possible to try to ballet my way to the floor?
If you want
I
to,
think we can just
absolutely.
walk on not the black tiles.
But if you want to make it more difficult, so I get you to roll for it, you're more than welcome to.
I got 2 to see if there are traps.
Okay.
Or where the traps might be, rather.
On the walls, nothing obvious sticks out. The moon phases are simply crown molding. But as you look up, there is a pretty large chandelier that it wouldn't be impossible to think that stepping on the black tile would make it drop on you.
I point the chandelier out and go, I don't know necessarily how bad that would hurt, but it does look vaguely rigged to fall, so.
Would
avoid the
everyone
black
like
tiles.
me? Would everyone like me to climb up onto the chandelier and bring it down?
I think.
No, I
want
think we
to
can just
avoid the
walk.
mess.
Just know that the option's there.
Thank you. I start walking. I'm gonna
On
avoid the
what colour
tiles.
tile?
The correct one, which I believe is white.
Yeah, it is.
Is that what it
Avoiding the
said?
black
I don't
one.
remember. I'm so scared.
Does anyone decide to
avoiding the
randomly
black
step on the
circular
black
one.
ones?
Oh, absolutely not. Marina's
I'll
like
step
hiked
on-
up her skirt and she's like daintily like in the
Yeah.
right in the center of every white tile. There is like she's concentrating really hard.
I'll walk
right.
all the way to the end, wait until everybody's passed, and then step a toe on the black tile for fun.
Okay. As you step a toe on the black tile for fun, the chandelier drops and shatters. Looks like it would have been a pretty nasty injury if anyone had gotten hit by it. Thankfully, you were all out of the way of it by that point.
I suppose the
So
elements
that's
are
what would have
not
happened.
an option anymore.
No, I'm sure everyone heard it.
Yes, alerting everyone in this place to your presence. But as you reach the other end, you see these 2 hallways, one marked to the right, one marked to the left. There are 2 sweeping staircases that go up to the next floor too. Where do you want to go?
I think it's this way, and it was the left you said, wasn't it?
'Twas indeed, yeah, if you want to go straight there.
Yes.
Sweet.
This way, yes.
Go right ahead.
You
I
okay?
don't want to lead the group. Yeah.
That was too real.
Violet stands like one pace behind her just so she doesn't feel too scared.
Thank you, Violet.
I love it.
Anytime.
Okay, you proceed down the left hallway. It leads very quickly to the tower that you saw that was outside that had been added to the building afterwards, which as you get in is an observatory. There is a massive telescope pointing upwards. There is a series of levers on one side of the wall, some scattered notebook pages on the floor. You can see some of that similar crown moulding around the top of this room. And there is a bookshelf on the other side of you.
I would like to go to the bookshelf, please.
Of course you can.
And I would like the papers that are loose.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'm just gonna keep an eye out for anything that looks weird.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if maybe there could be any places around with extra motifs of the moon
Okay.
that might be attractive to
Sure.
the prince.
Sure. Right. Okay, let's start with the papers, shall we? So, the notebook pages are mostly about the phases of the moon. It talks a little bit about craters, star charts. Give me an investigation and wits check to see if you can ascertain anything more, Dora.
All right, and I've got my dice this time.
Nice.
Wits and what, sorry?
Wits and investigation.
Okay. So that would be 5 dice.
Nice.
Two successes, and is a 0 a crit? A 10 a crit?
It's, yeah.
Or
So-
3 successes?
All right. So you start looking through the papers. They are scribbled. What's a better way to say this than like a serial killer's diary? But they are etched all over. There are various drawings. Look like they're just done haphazardly at this moment in time. As you're flicking through them, you start to know some of the markings appear almost like letters. You fan them out and putting them together, see that it says, or it has a hidden phrase amongst the notes that just says, "Foul Judas, betrayer of Jesus."
I
it's
read that out
biblical.
loud, and I say, "Foul Judas." Would you say betrayer of Jesus?
Yeah.
Okay. I say that. Strange.
It's biblical.
Since when did we
Why?
care about all that stuff?
I know. That's what I'm wondering.
I hope the church didn't get to them.
It'd be really weird if they did. They're not particularly fond of Malkavians, from what I remember.
And that's what makes it strange and dangerous.
If the church is involved in this, I don't want to be anywhere near it.
Charlena, you were looking around for any more moon-based things, right?
Yes.
Cool. Give me a wits and awareness check.
Wits and awareness.
Yeah.
Okay. Awareness. There you are. Okay, that's 5 dice in total.
Nice.
Let me add awareness. There we go. 1 success.
One success. I'd say probably besides the... Go on.
One has a skull on it. What does that mean?
That is just your hunger die coming into it. But don't worry, that is fine for this. You looking around the room, the crown molding stands out a bit. The phases of the moon seem to culminate in full moons over the bookcase. That's about it, really. The other thing that stands out to you is just the giant telescope that's in here, pointing up out into the sky.
Can I look at through this telescope?
Absolutely. Yeah, you look through the telescope. As you look through it, you can see the night sky up above you, and a full moon.
The full moon. Sorry, do you tell us that?
Yeah, no, it's just saying the moon's full, and can I look through the telescope to see if those people in the bushes are still there?
You seem to be unable to move the telescope. There are some levers on the wall.
Levers on the wall seem a little precarious.
Do you?
Violet.
Do it.
Can if you want. Okay, they are quite difficult to move. They seem to be stuck in place, so I will need a brawl and strength check from you, Violet, as you do that, which is obviously your bag anyway, so it's all good.
Unless.
I need 3 successes for this.
That'd be great.
Ooh, I got 2 10s and
So correct.
an 8.
Great.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, exactly the successes you needed. Okay. Yeah, you bring down the lever with relative ease for you. Actually, you manage to break through whatever is sticking this lever in place. As you do, it opens up, revealing the night sky above you, where you see a waning gibbous moon, not a full moon.
I knew it.
You knew what?
Well, I was certain that this evening it wasn't a full moon. So then when you said it was a full moon, I thought that was suspicious. But, yes.
I didn't even think about that.
Marina, did you think that he was up here?
Oh, yes. Can I look around and see if I can see that trail?
Leading to the bookcase.
I knew it, she says again.
So I left it till last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, right where I was. And I will head back to the bookshelf.
Absolutely, yeah. You look through the bookshelves. There's various different academic books here, various different books on the moon. I'll get a wits and awareness check from you.
Is this a secret bookshelf? Do we have to pull the right book to go behind the wall?
I will
No.
punch the bookshelf. Oh, okay.
You can
Ooh,
punch the
5.
bookshelf. Did you say 5? Oh, 5 die. I've always said 5
there a
successes
Bible?
then.
Yeah, no.
Ooh, that's a good question. Is there a Bible?
Hang on.
Christian Bible.
Sorry. I got 2 successes.
2 successes, just what you needed. You look through, most of these books are academic books. There is no Bible, sorry to disappoint. First time I've said that in my life. But
I was so hoping.
yes, I'm sure we were all hoping for that. But you do see one book that is out of place. It's just a Goodnight Moon. I should have made it your book, but Goodnight Moon is the book that you see.
Before I do anything with that book, I have the floor knowledge hungry, which means when there's an opportunity for me to look for knowledge based on my favoured subject, I do. So I think before I even notice that book, I would be looking for anything to do with Kana.
Interesting.
If there is, I assume there probably wouldn't be, but I can't help myself. It's one of my flaws, I would be checking every single spine of every single book just to make sure.
Have you pointed out the Goodnight Moon book to us?
Yes. yeah, you can like budge me out of the way while I'm still looking if you want, and for my book, and I'll say, oh, there's this book here, but it doesn't look that interesting, and I'll keep looking for mine.
Why would he have a children's book? It's a children's book, Goodnight Moon?
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I am going to pull that book off of the shelf.
Okay. You start to pull the book. Won't come off the shelf. But you do hear a distinctive click. The bookshelf seemingly unlocks, swings slightly backwards, revealing a secret door.
Huh. The shelf are in the books as
I
it
think I
swings
get
back.
hit by the bookshelf as it swings
Yeah,
open.
it swings out.
Basically, the roll is when I come across the methods to learn these things, I must make a willpower roll to resist doing it. So it would only be if there's something on the shelf in which would take my.
I'm gonna flavour this a little bit and saying that you don't get any sense from the shelf. You do get a bit of a ping from out of the room though. You think down the other hallway there is something there that has some kind of link to Kana.
All right. Would you like me to make a willpower roll?
Yes, please.
And that's just all your unspent willpower on black dice.
I rolled a success of 3, and I needed to roll a 3 to resist
Okay.
it.
You resist the urge to go searching.
I think the flavor is I'm like Kana, and then I'm like, oh, maybe it's down the other hallway, and then I get smacked by the bookshelf as it opens, and it like knocks me back into oh no, focus, Marina.
Okay. Yeah.
Who wants to go down this dark, scary hallway?
Me. I walk forward.
Me too.
Okay. Sure. As the bookshelf door opens, you see stairs leading downward. As that noise echoes down the stairs, you hear a voice, fairly desperate. Just go, stop right there. I'm armed. I'm dangerous.
Why don't I believe you?
For anyone listening, if I can get a wits and politics roll, just see if you can determine who this is. But if you say that, Violet,
Wits and politics.
See
I am.
anything?
No, not at this moment in time.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a
Only a-
question.
Yes.
Is my little trail leading towards this voice?
Absolutely.
Do I need to roll if I
No,
can
you know
use context
very.
cues?
Yeah, for context-wise, you know this is likely the prince.
I got 3.
I think it's the prince.
Okay, you recognise it for the many phone calls that you've had with the prince. Yeah, anyone who got 2 or more successes, you
What's his name
recognise the
again?
voice. Cassius. I don't think I'd said his name yet, actually. Cassius.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I had.
I've been calling him
The
Prince.
prince.
Yeah.
Such a prince
The
name.
prince.
Cassius.
Yeah,
I know.
the prince.
The
Sweet
prince.
Cassius. Hi. You remember me?
Stop. Don't come down here.
Would you like to share why?
I don't know what's going on. It's not right up there. It's not right outside. Just stay there. Just stay there, please. I don't want to hurt you.
I'm
Not right in what way?
The moon. It's a full moon. It shouldn't be. It should have changed by now. It's just full all the time. I can't. Please, just don't come down here.
I'm moving down.
Sure. Yeah, you can start moving it. Do people follow?
And just says there's no full moon tonight.
It's changed.
It's not a full moon.
roll me a charisma and persuasion check.
Can I pull up a live stream of the moon?
This is what I'm so good at. And I'm
Sure, you
not
can pull up a
talking.
live stream of the moon, yeah. And when you get in, that's absolutely an option you can have. I'm sure there's one somewhere, surely.
I
Can
will
I
call
argue that this is subterfuge?
If you really want to,
I guess
yeah,
it's
I'll let
kind of
you.
a lie.
Yeah, please.
Okay, good, because that makes my roll go from 2 dice to 6.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
God.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I got 5 successes.
You-
Oh no, I'm scared.
you no, it's me. You're sure? It's not full, right?
People who are much more educated than me about the moon have told me that it's not a full moon.
What would happen if it was? It's not, but
I can't. It can't be full again. It can't be full again. Please, come in. As you will walk down, I'm assuming, and unless anyone hangs back.
Mhm.
Cassius had just called out to you. You had convinced him, or managed to persuade him at least, that the moon is a little bit different outside than what he is thinking it is, as he is fairly fixated that it is still a full moon. As you all walk further down, I think Violet is first, so you will see this before everybody else. You walk down into a bunker. It is fairly metallic in its nature. You see the walls are covered in blood, sprawling with various calculations. Mostly from a quick glance around, and unsurprisingly given what he said, all about the moon. How it could still possibly be a full moon, various equations as to what the phases should be going through right now. You see the prince, and for those of you that have, I guess, once seen him in person, but even over pictures, he looks in a complete and utter state. He is stood there still as you are speaking to him as you come in, etching various equations into the wall in his own blood. His finger is worn down to a bloody nub and bone. It looks like he has mutilated his own arm. You can see some of the ligaments as he has used his own blood for ink. And his once fine dress shirt and clothes are peeling off his body in shards. His shoes are missing. He's filthy. He's been down here for a couple of weeks. Quick question for those entering: is anybody's hunger above 3, or is anybody's humanity 6 or more?
My
humanity
humanity
6.
7.
Mine 6.
Mine's 6 as well.
Okay. Those of you with a humanity of 6 or more, I need you to make a check. Composure plus willpower.
Okay. I will say also, my bane is aesthetic fixation.
Okay, do you want to make it harder
Which
for
is
yourself? Yeah.
Pretty bad already
Yeah.
because I'm not. Yeah, I lose the equivalent of my bane severity in dice from dice pulls to
Okay.
use discipline.
Sure.
Which I don't know what that technically means, but if I'm in a less than beautiful environment, I am penalized for that.
Okay, I will make. So everybody needs 4 successes. I'll say you need 5 for this, James.
How do you roll with willpower?
Yeah.
You just roll your
Your willpower.
think it's- you just have to add, if you're doing it on the thing, you have to add 4 dice to your pool, basically.
Yeah. So you should have a willpower, a number next to your willpower, which is underneath. So if you click on the number, if you're on, oh no, it doesn't do it.
Says
Does it? Oh, it says-
5.
yeah, so 5. So if you can roll with willpower, and then add your
So I'll add 5 more.
composure. What's the other thing I said? Was
5 plus 3. Okay.
Composure is 2.
I got 5 successes.
nice.
That's what I need. Oh god.
So
2.
sorry. Where are you finding willpower?
So willpower, if you scroll underneath where all your stats are, there is a little expanded bit that has your health, willpower, humanity, and hunger. Willpower is just there. There should be a number next to it, which is how many dice you roll.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now I know we are rolling with willpower. Can I I don't think I can expend willpower to reroll willpower.
I'll say with your bane, no, you can't.
Okay.
I got
I only
5.
I got 2.
Okay. Okay. So everybody rolled?
Yes.
Anybody get less than 4 successes? I know James did. Okay.
Got 4.
Nice. Those of you that succeeded, you're able to maintain yourself at the sight of that much blood and the smell that is emanating from this room. James, upon your failure and with your high humanity, you became quite afraid of that gruesome sight. You are disgusted by it, which makes sense with your bane anyway, with your aesthetic based bane. So the sight of this place and the sight of your prince in this state and with blood everywhere, it strikes a chord of fear within you. But the prince is there, just shaking as he's correcting notes on the wall.
Little prince, what have you done?
I just need to work it out. Why has it just been a full moon? I don't understand. Can you're certain?
Cassius, when we were upstairs, we noticed that if you were looking through the telescope, you could manipulate the way that the moon moved.
How? Who would even have access to do that?
I do not know. Do you own this home, or is it somebody else's?
It's mine. It's always been mine. The only other person that come here is my staff, Thadia. Nobody else could have tampered with it. Nobody else would have.
When was
Nadia?
the last time you drank?
Drank? I don't remember. As he looks down at his own arm. A while, I think.
Maybe we find someone for you to help with this.
I can do that. I can leave and go find someone. I'm gonna and she just like runs up the stairs. He used to leave this room.
Ballad. Yeah. You run up the stairs back to when she came. Pause on you for a second then and keep with the others for a minute. Yeah, you're sure? You're not playing tricks on me, right?
No, here. And she pulls out the live stream of the moon.
That could be anything. Do
I look like someone who would play tricks on you?
No, you don't.
She smiles to herself. Just
Yeah.
Cassius, why haven't you been home?
I needed to figure it out. I needed to work out why. Why? Can we go upstairs? Can you show me?
Mm-hmm. Come.
Okay.
Come on.
He lets you lead him upstairs. You did not do the levers again, did you? So the roof is still open.
Oh.
Cool. He looks up, perplexed. How? What? Goes to the telescope himself, looks down at it. But it's showing a full moon. What? What you'll do?
Did you never venture to look outside yourself?
The live over it was stark. I saw it was a full moon, and I just I don't know. I don't understand.
I will turn to Charlena and just say, do you know much about Thadia?
What should I roll?
I'm gonna say politics is definitely going to be one of them. Let's do intelligence and politics.
Sounds good.
I don't much have my finger on the pulse with these kinds of things, but perhaps there's others vying for power.
Power? Yeah.
That's a good enough
maybe.
assumption. I got 2 successes.
Two
One on my hunger
successes.
die.
Okay. Sure. You think about Thadia for a moment. Remind me what clan you are from.
Ventru and Scylla.
Ventru.
I don't-
Fair enough. You know, she is a Tremere. A slightly meta question. Marina, when you were looking for stuff around Arcana, did you say anything about it out loud?
No, I've been sat here
Cool.
like, I know what's going on here, but I'm gonna wait to see
she'll
if
just reply
Serena
like,
knows what's going
that's
on
not
here."
part of my clan. This Does anybody else know anything?
Oh dear, yes, I may know a thing or two. Is there a role I can do that can confirm G's theories? Or would it be pretty clear to Marina what's going on here?
Why don't you tell me G's theory and we see? I think it's going to be pretty clear, so.
Yeah, I think, for those that don't know, there is an offshoot of the Tremeres that follow Kana, who very much disagreed with the misogynistic way of the Tremere clan, and she's very much gone around trying to bring femininity into the Tremeres. They are making waves, shall we say, and Marina is an avid follower of Kana. She doesn't tend to express it all that often because she is still kind of in Clan Tremere, keeping her head down. But all of her books are loosely based on Kana and what she's been up to. So I think knowing that Thadia was from Clan Tremere and the kind of vacuum of power ringing in her ears that Thadia mentioned before, I think she started to put two and two together that maybe Thadia is not so much a part of the Tremere clan and maybe more so aligns with Kana, and this was an inside ploy.
No role necessary. That feels entirely plausible.
I will relay that to the rest of the group.
Do you relay it in front of the prince?
Oh, golly gosh.
He will go back down into the bunker, seeing the moon. I'm just seeing whether you let him or not. Only for a brief moment. But...
I think I would let him, and then I think I would vocalize that to Violet, because Violet is also of Clan Tremere, so would probably be of at least not necessarily a follower of Kana, but aware of Kana and the rumblings that happen in Tremere because of that. So I think I would vocalize that to Violet at first, and then when he goes, explain it to the rest of the group. I think this may have... Oh. I fear I may have a bias in this, so maybe it's not for me to make a decision about.
Above table, Thaddeus is the one who sent us here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What did she expect?
Maybe she was thinking she doesn't want to say this in front of the prince.
He's
in the basement again.
He's got
Okay,
downstairs again.
she should say this quietly. Maybe she was thinking that we would see him in this state and dispatch him.
I start walking down.
Whoa!
Unless people tell me to stop.
Yeah.
We haven't made a decision yet.
Yeah, where are you going?
Okay,
what are you gonna do?
Maybe he just hasn't. They just haven't read my book. Maybe Thaddeus just doesn't know that what I write about and who I have aligned myself with. Oh gosh, I feel like I've made this whole lot more worse.
Why have you made this worse?
Yeah, I don't think you have made it worse.
Well, no, but if I wasn't here, then this wouldn't probably have come to light. I probably wouldn't have put 2 and 3 and 5 together, and
It's better that you did.
Yes.
So what
Me
do
with
we
one
wanna...
foot down on the stairs.
What do we want to do if we think Thadia would rather he be gone?
Well, if we think that Cassius is deserving of this, then we do what Thaddeus wants, or possibly make them think that we did what they wanted.
What is deserving?
Look what happens when you have a man in power. He's worn his fingers down to stubs. I say we take him out.
He couldn't even look outside a window.
Yes. Extremely stupid.
Do we feel like death is a pity here?
Oh, I wish you didn't say that.
Perhaps we do the kind thing and put him out of his misery.
I like it said that way better.
I can't go back in that room though.
Oh, it was disgusting.
I can
Yeah,
pull
it
him
made
out
me
here.
feel like really insane.
Do we want? I don't want this, but because of due diligence, do we want to hear him out?
I mean, what could he have to say?
It will
Could just
give
make
us
things messy.
for him.
It's
Depends how
already
much-
quite messy down there, so.
Hmm.
I think you notice there's a newfound more comfortableness with Marina with you all now after hearing all of this about you kind of not siding, but there's a common ground, and I think she's kind of coming out of her shell a little bit more. She doesn't have to necessarily hide herself as much now. You maybe get the impression that the timid anxiousness is more of a front than it is actually her. Thanks, guys.
I mean, I'm not above killing terrible men. Let's just lay it out there, right? I'm simply not. I don't. What do we know about the prince? Because I'm
He
not particularly
Doesn't
paying
necessarily
attention.
make any particular mark in society.
Right.
Do we
Does he
just-
have to be terrible to deserve it? I don't necessarily think so.
James is not laughing. I want to be so clear.
Yeah, if anything sounds like a seagull screeching, that's me. That's not Violet.
That's not my character.
It sounds like you all might have a little bit more of an opinion on this than I do, to be honest.
I just kind of like don't care either way.
Well, if we
It could be
want to go with
fun.
that decision, we need to make sure that nothing's going to come back to us, so nobody puts the blame on us. I will not be a proxy.
There are 3 people in the woods we should maybe deal with then
Mm-hmm.
before we do. Is there a window that I can look out of to see if they're still there?
You're at the back of the house at the moment. You'd probably have to go to the front to look out, but you'd be able to look out, sure.
Okay, one moment, and I go look to see if they're still there.
Yeah,
I think-
Go on.
Oh.
No, go.
No, I was going to say, I think I probably follow James because all this talk about Kana has piqued my knowledge that there's
Sure.
more on the other
Mm.
side of the house.
Yeah.
So I think, and knowing that James can't go back down into the bunker, I think I would kind of monopolize on that to be like, I'm gonna go too, and you guys can deal with
Deliberate.
this. Yeah,
Want to leave the decision to us?
I think it would be best if my hands aren't on this, considering my affiliations.
I just don't care either way. So, like I said, I'm not above killing men,
I have an
terrible
idea.
or otherwise.
I think Charlita is going to close the secret door
Mm-hmm.
that leads downstairs.
Yep.
And then she'll pull out her phone and she's like, I could have someone come here and take care of this.
Surely the more people we have involved in this is worse for us.
Huh, if you want to have your hands dirty, you can go ahead.
Who do you have? Wait, sorry, I left the room.
You could
Maybe
make
you
this
heard
about
that and came
leaving
back.
and then be like, wait, what?
Hold on, wait, what do you have?
Oh, I have a couple of assistants.
That do murder? And you know what? Fair enough.
Violet just smiles.
Does the prince look like I know you said he looks terrible. Does he look like weak enough that a bunch of
Yes,
us?
he hasn't eaten in several days.
Um,
And his finger, he
hasn't
doesn't have
healed.
hands right now. He's like missing a hand.
He hasn't healed. because he's
Yeah.
not the meaning. So
Yeah.
Does the prince look like Keanu Reeves?
Do you want the prince to look like Keanu Reeves?
Depends.
I have a question.
We'll come back to
You
that.
can kill him
What's
and
the
not eat him, you know?
When something says dead substances, what does that mean in this instance in this game?
What is the context that it says with the
So,
dead substances?
I have something called corrosive vitae.
Vitae.
Vitae. And it says altering the properties of some of their own blood, the user can make it highly corrosive to dead substances. Is the prince? Are we dead substances?
Yeah, technically you are. So what? Are you gonna make his own blood corrosive to it? Fucking hell. Yeah.
I mean,
making
it's a way
kinda.
to do
Your
it.
blood corrosive.
Mm-hmm.
Like you would make your
Yeah.
blood corrosive, and then I don't know, drop it on him, and he would
Oh.
corrode.
Yeah. Well, I'll feed you, and then yeah, you could.
That's just a thought. That made me feel sick.
It was your idea.
I feel like this is an
know.
own goal, really, but yeah.
That was also just I like that as
An
idea,
option.
An option.
An option. Yeah.
Dora, to answer your question about his state and what he looks like, yeah, he has not eaten in days. He has torn his own limbs to shreds. He looks like he wouldn't be as big of a threat as he would be if he was in his full power. So you think between a few of you, you could probably make it happen. You also technically don't know what Thadia has planned, so you could technically still take him back and see whatever she does with him.
Oh yeah.
Either option is
She-
valid. I'm
she
just giving you
wanted-
the option.
That
She
is
wanted
actually a
us
good
to
idea.
get him to just go get him,
That's what she said.
just find him. Oh, then we could just do that. I'm still gonna go see the front of the house. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Well, we'll get to the
I totally
Meanwhile-
forgot. Yeah, we can get to that.
Meanwhile, I'm taking some of my blood into a vial just in case.
Cool, you're corroding your own blood. Great. James, you go and have a look. Give me a wits and awareness check. Not a very tough difficulty for this.
Wits and awareness is 2.
I believe.
2 successes. Yeah.
Okay. You see the three figures. They are seemingly walking down the driveway currently. Two have what looks like bats in hand. The other definitely has some kind of weapon that you can't make it out.
Sorry.
No, that's.
I'm just ready.
Yeah.
Right. One has a weapon that looks like it's concealed, but two of them definitely have bats, and they are walking down. I'll say on a 2. They aren't people you think would be associated with many of the clans you think likely anarchs.
Do they look like men?
They do look like men, yes.
Excellent.
I know what my party wanted.
I just. How far away is this room from where we were?
Oh, down the hall, like minutes to get back. Yeah.
Okay. Like if I call out, would they hear me?
Yeah. They would. Yeah.
Ladies, we have company.
What should we do with the prince? Are we closing him in for a bit?
I think we should leave him for now. This seems like it's gonna be more fun.
Okay, I'm gonna shout down to the prince and say, "Good prince, it will be but a moment," and then closes the thing on him.
Okay. We'll just pause that for a minute just to give Marina a chance to go hunting. You are going down to the right hall? Sure. So the right hallway leads to a study. The room is decorated with numbers of books of all kinds. You do spot a version of your book in there, but various
fan.
tomes. Yeah, fiction to non-fiction. Maybe that would change your mind. Probably not. There is a beautiful oak wooden desk. That is stained and polished. There is a trunk in the room as well. if your sense is probably still up, I'll say you're getting, and with your kind of obsession with Kana, you're getting a pull to the trunk for some reason.
Okay. I'm going to take the copy of my book off of the bookshelf first.
Valid, yep.
And then I'm going to go and have a look in the trunk and see what's in there.
Sure. The trunk is locked, so you will need to break into it somehow. Sorry. Somehow, somewhere.
You have magic. It's fine.
I think I'm just going to make it easier for myself. Violet, don't suppose you're free?
I can make a detour, and I head on over. What am I rolling?
Yeah, you head on over. Strength and brawl to break the chest if we're not trying to actually lockpick it.
I had 1 across strength and brawl, so this is a very good idea.
Yeah. Okay. Is this chest causing you problems, Caleb?
Is this just bothering you?
Yeah. Ooh, 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay. Tell me what it looks like as you break this chest open.
I stomp on it.
Nice. You stomp your foot through it.
Yeah.
With your combat boots.
Crazy.
Clearly, the wood is older than we would have thought and breaks very easily.
I'm just so strong, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
The hole through the top of the chest.
Shatters.
Yeah, it shatters.
I love it.
But as you both start piling through the things in there, most of it seems like old memorabilia. There are pictures of Thadia and Cassius together. You see them looking... Okay, maybe not them looking younger, as we are vampires, but the type of photograph looking older, so you think that it was probably a little while ago. They're fairly candid photos. It looks like they're smiling and talking to each other. Looks like they might have been friends once upon a time. There are various letters in here, and if you start to just have a brief look through them and read, most seem to be before Cassius became prince. There are letters between the two of them, talking a little bit about the clans, some of which is talking about Thadia defecting in her own clan. It's not directly mentioned how or why, but you will quite clearly know how and why. But there are talks about old werewolf attacks in the city, a haunted house. There's talk about the Anarch movement and how it's at that time in its history was rising. The way that the letters are written, it seems like at that time when most of these were done, they were really close allies, really close friends. As you look more into them, and as the timeline becomes closer to modern day, letters are sparser, photographs seem more professional. Looks like there's a lot more distance between them as it becomes strictly professional and nothing more. There are some talks, I'd say, about Thadia needing to remember her place.
Absolutely the fuck not.
I just saw everybody react to that.
I'm going to throw my blood in his mouth.
Corroded from the inside. Well, now, hold on. Because Thadia probably wants to deal with it. We shouldn't take that from her.
That's true.
I
Women
will-
empowering women.
Yes. There are some men we can deal with. They should honestly be in the house at this point.
As
We
if on
could
cue.
ask-
No, we go for it.
We could ask her on that cell phone thing you have, if you like, if
Oh,
there are ways of asking her if she wants a problem taken care of now.
okay. We should call her. But before we do that, there's some people, there's some men that we can take care of.
Are the Anarchs, sorry, above table, are they human or vampire?
vampires. They have defected from their clans. Sure. They are seemingly stood outside near the front door, waiting for you.
Oh, I love when they wait.
Was there anything else? Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Go.
Was there anything else in the room or in the box that like kind of alluded to anything else?
No, not in the trunk. There is a desk if you want to have a look, or there's a desk and some books if you want to have a look through them quickly.
Sure.
Give me a wits and awareness check.
Three successes.
Okay, so you have a quick look over the books. As I said, there's a mixture of books here. You find some NASA magazines too. As you flick through one quickly, a piece of paper drops out. This scrap of paper seems to be a calendar of the month. Each day is marked with a gradual moon phase until it starts having a repeating thing of the full moon that gets shakier and shakier as it's written down. You would gather very quickly this is probably the prince when he started to go into a little bit of madness. The timeline of the full moons appearing links with the few weeks that Thaddeus said that he was missing. As you look over the desk, you find a ledger in it. It seems to be a ledger of the boons the prince has given to some people. So you see that he's given a major boon to the Primogen of the Malkavians for taking the Praxis, a minor boon to Thadia as he stepped on her foot and her shoes are worth $500, and a minor boon to a neonate called Gretel. It just says as a gift.
Okay.
But that's what you find.
Is there like a pen or a quill or anything on the desk?
Oh yeah, there's pens around for sure.
Can I open a copy of my book and sign it in the front cover?
Absolutely, of course you can. Yeah.
Thank you. And then I'm going to just. I suppose we've all got like packs and stuff on us, so I'm just gonna kind of. Or I've got like big pockets in my Red Riding Hood cloak, so I'm gonna stuff it in one of my pockets for the time being.
Okay. What are you gonna do next?
I'm ready to fight. Sorry, please go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I call out that they're waiting for us, and I go downstairs. But before I open the door, I activate awe again.
Okay.
And because they're kindred, we'll have to like roll against it. But anyone in the presence of the vampire finds their attention inexplicably drawn to them.
Okay.
I don't think I described James. She is incredibly striking, 5'6", like she prior to being a vampire, and still a little bit sometimes when she is want to have fun, was like a high profile escort, and so she is extremely striking. She's got dark, deep brown skin, very angular features, light eyes, and she knows that she is hot, so she activates awe to elevate that, and then just like very dramatic. Well, the door is open, isn't it? Because
it is technically. You didn't tell me you closed it, but yeah.
No, and also it was kicked in. So if they're just waiting outside the door, she'll just like saunter down the staircase into the foyer, like activating awe as she goes.
Sure.
And will call out to these three anarchs. It was so lovely of you to wait for us.
Well, you did all the hard work for us, didn't you? So it felt only right to do so. You can hand over the prince now.
What would you want with him?
Just to get rid of him. You know what it's like.
And you think that'll solve all your little anarch problems?
I mean, Won't solve all of them, but it'll cause enough chaos in the city for a little while, right? We'd owe you a favour.
And what could you offer me?
Well, you must be sick of that clan life by now, surely. We can help you get power if you want it.
Power. All men care about is power. God, you're so typical. You're all the same.
What else is there?
Hey, Derek. Sorry.
He says, what else is there? Well, I suppose nothing if you lack creativity.
Look, love, we're not trying to sit here chatting all day. Hand over the prince. You regret
Come
it if
and
you
get
don't.
him.
All right. They start to move forward. Is there anything you're all doing as they do?
I throw my corrosives in their face. Sorry.
I was like, is anyone else here? Because I just had like a whole little convo with them.
Because you said that, I'm assuming I'm making my way. I'm
Yeah, you can all make your
desperate
way.
for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pulling just like a very small, thin stiletto knife out of my boot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. We're throwing blood in the face of at least one of them.
Yeah, do that first.
I'll count it as a strength and brawl check to throw it in their face with enough aggression to do some pretty bad damage to them.
Generous, benevolent.
Yes.
Tell me how many successes you get.
4.
Gonna have a word with Abby about my dice. They only rolled 1. So yeah, you throw this corrosive blood in his face. He drops his bat immediately. He's like trying to get it off his face, going, fuck, bitch, fuck. As he takes 3 wounds. He's looking pretty hurt from that. Still up.
She just smiles and starts skipping down the stairs.
Nice. Pause on you. You guys will all get to go first because you initiated the combat. So anybody else, what are you doing?
Yeah, I would love to throw my knife towards an eye.
Are you doing it to the one that was a little too chatty, that's already had blood thrown in his face? And is
No,
looking
because
pretty
he's
bad?
dealing with something. I'll do it
Sure.
with one of the
How kind of you.
stupid quiet friends.
Sure, please do.
What would that be? Dexterity, perhaps?
Yeah, I'll let you do it dexterity based. You're throwing it, right?
Yeah.
I would let you do either dex and brawl. Could make an argument for dex and athletics.
They're both the same.
Okay. Dex and brawl then.
Would you say that they're awed by me though?
Roll
Because
me
of my awe?
I'll make it an easy difficulty. Roll me a charisma and persuasion roll for them to be awed by you, or manipulation and presence, whichever it gives you.
Okay, yeah, it's manipulation. That is 4 successes.
I did hold up my hand to the camera as you weren't looking, which they only got a 1. So yeah, this one is just kind of entranced by you. Let me roll for the others
Love
while I'm
that.
at it.
And then
Complete failure.
I only have 3 in dex, so I need all the help
Failure
I
on the
can
other one
get.
as well.
Ooh. So, okay. So this is interesting because I rolled 1 critical success, but then also the skull on my hunger die. So what does that mean per se? Would that be a bestial failure or critical? I got 1 success and 2 failures.
It is not a bestial failure. It is a messy critical.
Oh, okay, great.
So
Wait, that's fun.
yeah. As you remind me how many successes you got?
1.
Cool. One wound on
Dex
him.
roll 3.
Yeah. So, you launch this dagger into this guy's eye. It takes it out as he's kind of just enraptured by you in this moment, probably looking you up and down and leering quite poorly. And as the dagger goes into his eye and you get that first scent of blood, you are hungry. You need to feed right now.
Well, there's a perfectly good, terrible man directly in front of me. So
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna pounce on him. Like it's probably like one fluid motion. I like pull the knife out, launch it as I'm running.
Nice.
And then as he is like taken the knife to the eye, I will just like jump on him and bite onto his neck and start drinking.
Sure. I'll tell you what, roll me a dex and a brawl again, just to see how well this goes.
That's fair. I should have put literally anything in brawl.
That's all right.
That's cocked. 2 successes. It was almost 3. But that's okay.
That's all right.
About as good as it could get.
That's fine. You launch a dagger into his eye as you run and pounce onto him. He's completely distracted by the fact there's a dagger in his eye, and you push him backwards and you bite down on his neck and start to drink.
And I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna drink my fill.
Valid, absolutely valid. We'll come back around to you in a second to see how you finish him off. He is looking pretty bad. My other 3, what are you doing?
Okay. I think I would have joined James, but I think I would have hung back a bit just to watch what they do, and I kind of am like looking at them like, a new vampire. This is what they're like. And I also want to get all up in this charm, and I want to use mine.
Sure.
Because I'm a hottie too, so I want to use my entrancement on like one man that I think like.
Yeah.
I've got a real type, and it's a man that I'm looking for in the faces of others. So if there's like a tall, dark, handsome stranger that I think fits the bill.
Sure, the third guy is a tall, dark, handsome stranger that fits the bill. He has not been hurt yet either, so...
Okay, I will roll in my entrancement.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Ooh. What is the... Oh, I don't even know what these bloody things mean.
No, read them out and we can figure it out.
What is the one with the sword that doesn't have 2 stars next to it?
That is a success.
Okay, then I got 3 successes and 1 failure.
Okay, 3 successes. 1 success. Everyone get dice from Abby from Tabletop Curiosities.
The dice know that you're playing horrible men.
I know.
It's
My dice have been fine, just saying,
Telling
Abby,
a
my
story.
dice are great, so...
1 hit, please. You enrapture this man as you see a face of a maybe not long forgotten, but a distant person that's from your past.
I'll sort of
just
back
looks
into him and just say,
Yeah.
come over here.
Okay. As he just walks forward, completely enraptured.
Why don't you show me your neck?
Okay.
And I will just drink.
Sure. I will count that as you got 3 successes, you got 1, so 2 wounds. These boys are not looking great all of a sudden. I think we have 2 more players left to go, right? So what are you guys doing before it's their turns?
You should have given us each one man.
Okay, so Charlena doesn't like to get her hands dirty.
Nice.
So I think she's been kind of like watching and seeing everybody else do all the hard work as she. So I need to go downstairs. Are we bringing the prince back? I think that's what I need to do. So I think she's going to open up the bookcase again.
Yep.
And kind of sneak down there.
Sure.
And then try to do a presence thing,
Ooh.
or maybe dominate. No, presence. On Cassius.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
What does it tell you to roll?
I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do.
Valid.
I think if I want to get him really, could I do lingering kiss?
Of course you can, yeah.
Okay, so the way that works, according to this, the kiss of a vampire induces near ecstasy in the victim, but this power leaves other kisses in the dust. Victims fed upon by the user are temporarily empowered, but also become addicted to the kiss, obsessing over it and even seeking the vampire out for repeated feedings. Mortals often become anemic, self-harm, or even die. Addicting other vampires is also possible, with the caveat that obsessed vampires demanding to be fed from quickly lead to the user becoming bloodbound. And once bloodbound, a vampire becomes unable to use this power on other vampires, being limited
Okay.
to employing mortals. Okay.
Good to know. Sure. Yeah, you go down. You see, probably at this moment, the prince, in a very practiced motion, like he does this all the time, bites into his thumb, is taking the blood and is correcting a load of the equations of the moon on the wall. But as he looks, he goes, "Are we leaving?"
Oh, poor Cassius, look at you. You're a mess, are hurting yourself. We're going to take you home soon, okay?
Okay.
And I think she'll take like the bloody hand in her hand.
Yeah.
And he looks like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. He does. Yeah.
Great. Then she can feed. She'll do the whole like sees the bloody hands and knuckles and kind of puts a finger in her mouth in a way and then goes to kiss him afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is just a free thing that you can do, isn't it?
Yeah,
as
lingering
well?
Yeah.
kiss we just do.
Victim gains a bonus equal to half the user's presence. Blah blah blah. Okay, I'll roll for him.
Okay. It says it only lasts a single night, so I'm just trying to.
Don't worry, your presence is 3 and he rolled a 2, so he suddenly is just looking at you like, I need to feed.
Yes, I know. We're gonna get you food soon.
Oh, okay. Now? Oh.
In a moment. You can be patient for me, can't you?
Yes. Yeah, I can be patient. I'm sure.
Perfect. Just a little bit longer, okay?
Okay. Yeah, a little bit longer.
And I think that's what she's handling.
Great. Okay. Marina, we come back to you.
I don't really know what is best placed here. How does it look like the others are doing with the 3 anarchs? Like, do they look like they need my help?
Probably not. They look like they have got this pretty covered. These guys are all currently being either beaten or fed on. They most have dropped their weapons because of the attacks that they've had as well. You think that these guys probably aren't much longer for the world. They're fairly I think anarchs by design, at least in this city, are fairly somewhat unorganized. They're not quite as organized as the clans and bits and pieces like that. So yeah, you don't think you're massively needed if you want to go explore elsewhere. There is still upstairs that hasn't been looked at.
Ooh, okay. This changes things. Yeah, I think I might just go and see if I can find anything else. This has
Sure.
been quite a fruitful exploration anyway, and I'm not best used there, and Charlene is doing whatever she's doing with the prince. So I think I'll just go and explore, and I think as Charlene goes off, I think I will have said, oh, shout me if you need me. But otherwise I'll just go and have a look at what else there is. Maybe find some more things.
Go along and play. I can handle this.
Lovely. Yeah, okay, you make your way up the stairs. There are a couple of rooms, two of which have got doors closed, one of which the door is open. That one reveals a bedroom. You see a soft king-size bed with deep purple bedding. There's an antique dresser and a wardrobe hugged on the wall. The thing that probably stands out the most is that there is a vanity with the large mirror clearly smashed.
Checks out. Can I go and have a look kind of in the vanity and in like the bedside table?
If you're looking around the vanity, give me an intelligence plus occult roll.
This is like my best rolls, just saying. Intelligence plus occult, yeah?
Mm-hmm. You need 3 or more.
4, 5, 6, 7. That's 5 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you look over the mirror that has this smash, and as you're looking at it, you see a pattern very clearly, actually. It looks like the mirror has been smashed in much more of an artistic rendition of the Malkavian clan symbol.
Would that, like, ring any importance to me other than the fact that the prince is Malkavian?
I think, and given its intelligence base, I would probably say if you're still going along the lines of the theory of Thadia being involved, it would be a pretty big, if you're trying to hide the fact that there has potentially been foul play in this situation and that the prince just hasn't gone mad of his own volition, having an obvious smashing in the Malkavian symbol would just be a bigger highlight that the prince has maybe descended into madness. You know that it's been done intentionally. It would be, with the state the prince is in, even if he'd have done it a while ago, it would be pretty impressive if he has done it in this way. You think it's been left intentionally to frame the fact that he's just gone mad as opposed to anything else?
I think, knowing that, I'm going to maybe just kind of run my fingers across some of the little bits of like shattered glass and just nudge them ever so slightly so they look a little bit less intentional.
Okay.
So it still says what it says, but it looks a little bit more scatty, a little bit more kind of done in madness, just to really play into that cover.
Absolutely. Okay, my lovely boys. What are we gonna do? Okay, so the one that James is currently wrestling with, he's just gonna try and punch you off him, I think. So if you roll to avoid the attack, so if you're dodging, it'd be dexterity and athletics. He got 2 successes.
Okay, I'm gonna burn a willpower.
Valid, yeah, go for it.
2 successes.
Okay. He tries to punch you and it just goes wide in that moment, doesn't make any impact on you. You are fine. The one that is currently tussled up with Violet, as you sprayed blood at him, he's going to charge at you. I'm going to give him 1 less die, considering you've kind of blinded him a little bit.
His face is corroding.
Yes, so 1 less die, to be fair. If you give me a dexterity and athletics check, Violet, to avoid the attack.
Say that again. A dexterity and
Athletics.
Okay. Interesting. This wouldn't be stamina. Okay,
You can make me an
dexterity and
argument for
athletics.
stamina.
If she's gonna get hit, she's gotta make sure that she's holding her ground. I don't know. Okay, I'll just roll dexterity plus athletics.
Okay, I would absolutely have let you. But sure.
Well, I mean, if you agree to it.
I agreed to it. They're assholes.
Wait, but
Let's
it's
destroy
part of,
them.
they're both part of my physical. Does that matter? Or
No,
like
it doesn't
the
matter, no.
same?
No, it doesn't matter at all. You can use
'Cause
stamina
that
and
brings my dice pull up from 2 to 6.
go for it.
Thank you.
He got 3 successes.
Oh. Okay. What happens if I have 3 of the same number? Like if they're 3 10s? Is it just prepare?
You have +2, and then the other one is just a regular success.
Okay, so 5.
Okay, your guy was already like really hurt and like literally has like basically 2 more wounds and he's dead. Violet, as you avoid or as you stand your ground and this guy goes to attack you, I'm gonna let you in this moment kill him outright because you got the difference between his stat and yours.
Oh, nice.
So how do you want to do this?
I think what does he try to do to me first?
At this moment, he has dropped his weapon. He is purely trying to tackle you to the ground.
I think she just goes, nice try. And then she just takes her fangs. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is going to get gory. Cover your ears. She's going to take her fangs, put them into his mouth, and pull.
Yeah. You absolutely do that. Rip him in twain as he falls limp to the ground. I got one more boy, right? So, Dora, again, he's going to come to attack you. However you want to avoid this. I'm clearly playing loosey-goosey with the rules, so you can describe to me how you want to.
I think like if he tries to move his neck from where I've got it, I would like grab him underneath the neck to try and position him in a better way to then get the other side of his neck, like kind of effectively blocking him and keeping him in a headlock. But
ooh, okay. Yeah. Have you got any stats you're angling for? Are you happy with whatever?
I mean, all of my stats are social stats, so I'm really happy to just roll whatever you want me to roll.
Okay, let's have a look. I'll also give him 1 less because he's technically enraptured by you, right? I'll give you Dex and
What I do
Dex athletics. Go for it.
Cat's Grace. Does that mean anything? Sorry, you Dex and what?
No. The user automatically passes Dex or athletics rolls. You mean literally what I've just said out loud? Tell me what it looks like as you kill this guy.
We were built for this.
Yeah.
We were built for this.
You were built for this. Tell me what it looks like as you kill this guy as you drink the rest of him.
What did you say?
Tell me what it looks like
So
as you drink
sad.
the rest of him.
Yeah, I say, no, not like that. And I push him and get the other side of his neck. And I would just kind of like rip open the jugular and just like get a bit of... Yeah, carotid.
Yeah, you drink completely. Those who are drinking till they are dead, by the way, you lose all your hunger. But yeah, his body also falls limp. Just one boy left. It's all on you. But he has done his attack, so I don't know what's quite going to happen with him. He comes back around to you guys. James, this guy is the only one left without weapon.
Yeah, he tried to fight me off, and it did not work. And so I am just on him, and I'm going to drink my fill.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just impressed that he rolled decently. Yeah, roll to do that. I'm going to say, well, have you got something you're angling for before I just tell you strength and brawl?
I mean, the only thing that I do well is dexterity. So, given that I am perched atop him, you know, I feel like that involves some dexterity to stay up there. You know.
Sure. You can have Dex and melee, we'll say. So that's 4 dice because you're in melee with him technically.
That's so generous of you.
He got 5 successes.
Okay, well, I literally can't beat him. Interesting. Okay. We'll see what happens.
He crit, so
I would have to crit in order to get. I would have to. I think completely
all
crit.
is forgiven.
Oh, that didn't roll in the thing, but it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm gonna burn another willpower. Because I could still maybe do it.
You could, yeah.
these are 2 successes. Get out of here. These successes. Okay. I only got 4. Even I was so close to a crit. It's okay. I got 4 successes.
Okay.
Not enough.
You try to break for the other side of his neck, and he just managed to scrabble back in that moment. Doesn't do any damage to you, I'll say, but is broken free at this moment from your grasp. But it's still your guys' turn. Those of you that are battling on the field, 2 of you guys are dead. What do you want to do with this boy?
What's the scene in Breaking Dawn, where they like twist the vampire? And
Oh, at the end in the fight where they they're like
Nice.
running at him from 2 different angles, and they just twist
Finally.
his body. Yeah.
yeah, I kind of want to do that.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Can 3 of us do it? I grab the head.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is wild.
No.
I'm
No,
sorry
This is what we're here for.
about
This
the
is what we
words
came
coming out
to
of my
do.
mouth. I'm grabbing someone's head and I'm ripping it off. I'm committing.
All right. I'm gonna say.
What are you gonna say, Luke? Tell me.
I'm gonna say that this guy is on his own. His friends are dead. All 3 of you are combining your attacks to defeat him. Between the 3 of you, you can describe what it looks like as you kill my lone, poor little anarch guy who wasn't a misogynistic twat to you.
Oh, because I can turn into some sort of like insect or spider, that's exactly what I do. I go up on the walls and I make it really dramatic, and then I drop down, grabbing onto his head and then I lie. I'm pushing off of one of the walls to grab his head and rip it off as they do their thing.
Yeah.
I will like ankle. Oh,
No,
I
go
will.
ahead.
I will ankle tap like I'm doing a soccer slide, and go to like take out their legs.
Sure. Yeah.
And I will go for the torso from the opposite direction.
Okay.
And I say, finally.
This guy in a horrifying scene reminiscent of Breaking Dawn, which has made Twilight has made a lot of appearances tonight. I shouldn't have been shocked, I suppose, but you rip this guy limb from limb, I suppose, in a horrifying scene. Thankfully, you are all well away from the public gaze, so no humans can witness this in the middle of a courtyard of the building. These anarchs lie dead at your feet.
Ah, that was fun.
I'm now thinking that perhaps we could have used them to kill the prince. That's all they would have.
No, I still stand by. I think we should let that go to Thadia.
Okay.
It seems like she's been working for this, so.
It would have been nice to see their faces corrode for a bit longer.
This one still has a face. You could probably pour some on that.
Can I say Charlena has brought the Cassius up by the collar at this point, kind of like a little puppy, and sure, and she's like, "Are you guys done? Are we done playing?"
Yes.
Oh, you look fabulous.
Because his face just bubbles into nothingness, leaving behind a skull, I guess.
We're covered in blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Marina. Yeah, where is Marina?
I was gonna say, I think Marina kind of comes down whilst the 3 of them are doing their tripod situation, and then like when we're kind of like coming together again, she'll lean over to Dora and she'll say, "So you have read the Twilight Saga? This one's better," and pull out the signed copy of her book and hand it over to Dora with a wink.
Is this your book?
And there's a little message inside, especially for you.
Is this the prince's copy or yours?
Well, I found it. I thought I could get it to you quicker now.
I like that. Perfect. Thank you so much. I look forward to reading it. And I'll give her a little kiss on the cheek.
Aww. Well, a nice memory from a great day out. Okay, yeah, I mean, the prince is gonna do what you want at the moment, so, well, for the night,
We just
right?
lead him to the car.
Yeah, you lead him to the car. Okay, you drive your way back. I'm not gonna make you do a check, you know the way. I will give you a few moments if there's anything you want to talk about, do, clean up in the car.
She just has his head under her lap and she's like petting his head.
I'm staring at him like, you look so familiar.
He looks like Keanu Reeves.
Is this when we're going to option the Kindred Prince and make Keanu Reeves play the lead?
Yes.
That's the pitch.
And all of the NPCs that
Of
are
course,
not kindred.
naturally,
Yes.
I usually play alone, but I've had a lot of fun today. Maybe we could do this again.
I
It
mean,
was.
Dorotho's the best parties, so.
It's true, I do.
I suppose I haven't had a night off in a while.
Let your hair down. It'll be fun.
If you're offering him an invitation.
Absolutely, I'll write them up when I get home.
All right, you make your way back to the hotel. You know where you're going. The bodyguard, the security guard doesn't seem to massively acknowledge still, just sort of nods their head over to the elevators as they see the prince walking through. As you come back up, Thadia is back by the window, turns to look at you all with Prince in tow. Her face flickers to concern as she sees him in the state that he's in. She goes, Cassius, why don't you sit over there by the window? Look, the moon's out. Charlene, do you allow him to go sit in the window because he's currently matched by you? Yeah, okay. So, okay, and then it just goes and sits by the window. She comes over, she goes, thank you so much for finding him. It was, I'm glad. Why don't you come and sit in for a moment? We should reward you properly, right? And she'll lead you back to where you were sat before. It is distinctly away from where the prince is, so you can have a conversation privately if you wish. But she hands you all various cups of blood, if you wish to partake. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. It's so nice to have our prince back with us. He looks not very well, but we can clean it up. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
It wouldn't have to be.
What would that mean?
Oh, I don't know. Marlena, you found some stuff, didn't you? Marina,
Yes.
excuse me.
Yeah. Remind me what it was that he said to you. Was it remembering your place?
And he stepped on your shoes?
The concern 100% drops from her face. And she goes, those sharp features somehow get even sharper. She goes into almost brutal professionalism, goes, Well, look at him, he's a fucking state. I think we deserve a prince that has a little bit more about her, don't you think?
Quite.
I would agree.
Well, you don't talk about everything you find here. Let me deal with him. I can give you positions of power if you wish. You've proven yourselves quite adequate, and I would rather have a bunch of strong women around me than the manipulative men we seem to find ourselves among.
It will be so sad to hear of his passing.
A tragic
Not so sad.
suicide, I think.
Devastating.
If you all remain in the room, she makes her way over to where the prince is. You would hear him, I won't make you roll for this, you'll hear him quite quietly as he's just looking off at the moon and just says, Judas and Jesus, moonlit paths, in the garden we stand, one kiss away. She grabs him by the jaw, makes him forcibly look at the moon and goes, you were just a phase, darling, and pushes him out of the window. The glass shatters, he falls to the floor, quite obviously dead. No way to survive that. She would thank you all profusely. Say that you never mention this again, but you are given pretty distinct positions within her court as she takes over the princedom. We'll do a little vignette at the end. Let's say it's the next night. Would Dora be having a party to celebrate the new prince?
Absolutely.
Tell
I think
me all about it.
if allowed, I think she'd try to host it at the penthouse.
Oh, 100%,
Or is it-
you're allowed. No, you're allowed.
Is the window fixed?
Very quickly and speedily.
We have people for that.
Yeah, a bunch of humans are employed that day to fix the window like that. As the tragic death
genuine-
of... Yeah, go
So
on.
it is-
The Genuine Vampire Society all volunteer.
Yeah. Yeah, all the genuine Vampire Society. A couple of them look a little bit Keanu Reeves-esque as they walk in their workman clothing.
I need to come here more often.
Fix the window, all wearing t-shirts about the Kindred Prince. But yeah, so yeah, the penthouse is all fixed up and done up, ready for your party. You tell me what it looks like, who you invite.
Yeah, it is old world glamour. It is like silks and candles, like big candelabras, stuff like that. Instead of a table with food on it, I think there'd be people spread out.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah.
I love it.
Like a little sushi bar thing.
Sushi bar of humans.
A little like apple in the mouth, things like that, just looking delectable. And she will have invited the who's who of anyone, which she would have gotten help from with all of you guys, her new friends, because she doesn't know anyone because she is an introvert.
Got connections now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that, if this is okay, I would love if the Keanu Reeves looking people of the Genuine Vampire Society are on the table, because I also have an
100%.
ability that makes everyone forget. So they could
Yes.
absolutely be here and forget that they were here.
All of the Keanu Reeves lookalikes, they're a surprising number in this city and in your Genuine Vampire Society. Yeah, done up on the tables, apples in mouths. We'll never remember this. Probably don't want to remember this.
You
They might be
spoiled
into it.
me. Oh my god.
It's the least I can do. And as I say that, I just like bite into someone's arm because they did consent to being here.
Yeah, they
Every
did.
single one of them all consented to being here.
100%.
So
I want Charlena to go up to Marina and say, now, I do believe that we could do a much wider release on your book, especially for the sequels. And if you just allow me to take the publication under my wing, I promise you wouldn't have to do any of the marketing hullabaloo.
Well, how could I resist? Now that we have not only a Tremere as prince, but also somebody of similar affiliations, I don't see why not. Why my book can't go a bit wider. Actually, funny you should say that. And rewind a little bit, when
Yeah.
you saw Marina enter, she was in her usual kind of Red Riding Hood cloak, and she kind of, up until she entered through the threshold, she was that timid, meek behavior again, and she had a bundle of papers in her arms. And she kind of, as soon as she enters in and she clocks eyes with all of the group, she's a lot calmer, and she's still got the cloak on when Charlene is speaking to her, and she hands over this bundle, and she's like, well, I finished my next draft, if you'd like to read it. Last night was quite inspirational, you see, so...
Oh, I'll be very invested.
And then she will, now that her hands are free, she will take off the cloak, and she is like a completely different visage to what you notice her, and she is in like the sexiest, most outrageous dress that she's sewn herself, I may add.
Nice.
But she's found her people where she can be herself, and she's not hiding behind herself anymore.
Love it.
Good.
Okay.
I think James is doing something of like holding court in part of a corner of the penthouse. Just like has awe on for the vibes, for the fun, and is probably having various humans ingest certain drugs and feeding off of them so that she can have their high. And she's just lounging. She's in this like deep burgundy gown, because you said like old glamour vibes, Dora. And she's just like hair down, relaxed, and she'll catch eyes with each of the girls around the room and just like not raise a glass because she is drinking from humans, but sort of like, here.
Here, indeed. You party into the night. The next day, at the gathering of the kindred, your new prince is announced as Thadia. A shift happens over the city fairly swiftly. Most of the female vampires become much more powerful, much more quickly. So they should be. And that's where we'll end the adventure tonight. That brings us to the end of tonight's Bard Shots Vampire the Masquerade. Thank you so much to my lovely players for joining me. Let's hear where we can find you online and what you've got going on. So let's go around the room. Tay, why don't we start with you?
Hello, I am Tay Marie. This is such a blast. I've wanted to play Vampire the Masquerade for like a million years. And you can find me on all socials at Taycro, Taycro. I have been and will continue to be here on Bard Shots, so feel free to watch any of those as they come out. And I also have a podcast called Tay TRPG, where I interview mostly my friends on stuff that they're making in the actual play and TTRPG space. So check that out; it's really fun. And yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
No, thanks for coming back as well. Yeah, I think by this point we'd have released Godkiller as well, so that'll already be out before this. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right, Green, why don't I come to you next?
Hi everyone, my name is Green. I'm on the internet as that green thing _ in places where somebody has tried to steal my identity, but I am slowly trying to reclaim it back. You can find me on most socials with that handle. I am a official cast member with Hilarity Save RPG. We will be doing our first live stream next month, and I will be GMing and running that with a big cast, all in favor for raising money for the Clean Water Fund. So that's incredibly exciting. Happy to be here. My first time on Bard Shots. This was a really fun table.
Good.
And yay!
Yeah, thank you so much. It's really good fun. Jess, why don't I come to you?
Yes. Hello, I'm Jess. I'm on Instagram mostly. TikTok I don't even know how to use. I'm a technophobe just like my character. You can find me on as plot.girl. That's all.
Perfect. No, thank you very much. G, I'll come to you.
Oh, me. I'm G. You can find me on socials at ttrp.gee, and telling stories with bard shots regularly, 20-sided tales, the D&D 5e actual play, and otherwise just infiltrating everybody else's other actual plays where I can.
100%. And last but by no means least, Gloria.
Gloria, Glow Pinksta, Charm Party. Those are all the places you can find me. This is my first time on Bardshot, so thank you for having me. I love when I get to play characters that don't have any morals. So this was a lot of fun. And I really had a great time with all of you. And the projects that you'll find, I don't know when this is coming out, but there's a bunch, including by now, there should be all of my Dagger Heart series with
Amazing.
Talking XP as the
Yay.
GM. I've also got an all plus size table of Glitter Hearts coming out.
Nice.
And just a bunch of really fun, cool things. Because on Charm Party, I want everyone watching to feel like they're hanging out with their pals. So regardless of the tone, I want people to feel that way. And thank you for having me, Kay.
No, thank you. I mean, thank all of you for coming along, especially those that haven't been on the show before. It was a pleasure to run a table for you all, and you're welcome back anytime if you wish to come back, either as these characters at some point, if you want to do another vampire, or another TTRPG. We'll see.
Don't threaten me with a good time, Luke.
Bring us back.
I keep
Bring us
offering
back.
this to people, and I need to stop. I've been running about 20 campaigns, but
You could just mean it to us.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you don't have to mean it to anyone else.
fuck
Just
everybody
us.
else.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but sincerely, thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. And thank you to those that watched along with us. Your support means the world to us. If you enjoyed the show, please make sure to follow and subscribe. You can find us on Twitch, YouTube, and Spotify, and keep up with everything we're doing on socials at NomadicBard93. We've had a load of games throughout this month, including Godkiller, this, and then I think upcoming next is Orbital Blue, he's saying, as he's not recorded it yet. But keep an eye out on our socials for definite dates and casting announcements very soon. But until then, I have been Luke, your Nomadic Bard, and this has been Bard Shots. So good night, everyone.
Bye.
Hey.